All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Come. Down.
On first down, McKinley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Hey, Rock, get it.
Throwing on first down. Clifford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19.
General West. Go.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
60 outlaw.
56. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zadarius Smith. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10, 5.
I think that was great effort and great execution all the way around. They blocked the kick,
and then they form the line to make sure they can return it and no penalties. What a great job.
Yeah, almost took it in for 6, and now they're in excellent position, 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. This is McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Christian McCaffrey. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
10-2 soft.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Hey, Charlie.
At the 46-yard line. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my son.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 7, Celtic Tigers 0.
Ready.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Come on, set. AT Gator.
Hey, I'm coming.
Fire.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
90 Wolf.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Rush in. Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
58, come on.
Off play action. Clifford. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Clifford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, wahoo!
56, Mike, 56. We got
Operating from the gun, Clifford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Pull it high.
They'll run on first down. McKinley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Topper!
2nd and 3. That is caught with the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Recon, 132 fighter. And 53.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Herbert. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set up. 10 logo.
56. They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 1st down, Clifford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down now, McKinley. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 41.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On first down, McKinley. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. McKinnon. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
General West. Get it.
From the gun, Clifford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
56, Mike, 56.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Christian, travel.
We get.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Clifford. His throw caught at about the 5. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
X3, 218, chop it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 1 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the ready.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
What we got?
Hey, Zoo.
56, Mike.
Second and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's McCaffrey, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Freeman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Clifford, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 37-yard line.
Set, 50, plant.
Mike 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd. Down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Down. 60 or.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKinley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's get it.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. We all 6-6, bullet high. Look, squeeze.
Jam.
Fire.
Looking to throw. Clifford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. And he's able to find Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Set 90 Wolf.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
City, baby.
Ready up.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, Herbert. Finding Knox there, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. 61, match box, white, snap.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Go.
Second down, McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
You draw Parker.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Clifford. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
We go set. 10-2 start.
56. Cut. Jack.
Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Elliott is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dubliners, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for Denver, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.